All right, everyone. Welcome back. Oh, you know what? Let's do this like we're a professional here. This is 2 stars. Submission to ScreamWorld. Hopefully, it lives. Hopefully, it does better than its name. Okay, so this is 2 stars by Matt Reeves. Here's the description. This was made in 4 days for the 2019 ScreamWorld Game Jam, including all assets. I came late to the jam due to getting my demo of Nemesis out. So this is what I was able to put together. It was originally going to be a horror game, but I couldn't get the planet mechanics working right for a monster, and the project took a completely different direction last minute. A creature was modeled, textured, animated, and placed in the game, but trying to make it follow the player around a moon caused all sorts of erratic behavior, mostly spinning aimlessly off into space. The actual story was designed and implemented during the final evening. Pardon the terrible voice acting, I'm already excited. And my attempt at voicing a female character, I'm extra excited. Hope you like it. And then there's an update about their, they submitted a little bit after the deadline. So it's kind of like we're all here to have fun, in my opinion. So I went ahead and downloaded the updated version that has some fixes. This might be a little, oh boy. So just throwing it out there, guys. I have what you might call a very old PC. I have a laptop from 2009. So, not sure how this is gonna go. It looks good, by the way. I don't. Yeah, it looks really nice. It might just be sad that that I can't do anything with it. Can we all just pretend that this is the moon? So obviously, or this is a moon, I should say. So we're all just, it's a little slow to kind of move on the surface of the moon, guys. Like, chill out. This is perhaps why I would never really make it as a YouTuber. You kind of have to have something fancier than what I got. Oop. Right before I started this video, so for some reason, let me backtrack a little. For some reason, I have just been obsessed with the movie The Ring, like Ringu and all that stuff lately. I don't know what it is. I've just been obsessed with that whole thing. And so I was getting myself a glass of water and I was drinking a little bit before I started this video. And there was a long, stringy black hair in my drink, and it like went down my throat, and I was like, as you do in a long, stringy black hair. I mean, it was probably my wife's hair, if I'm being honest. But for some reason, my mind was just like, it's over, Fia. It's over. You've got 7 days. So obviously I'm living in a panic now, and I'm like, well, 7 days, that's great. But I've got a day and 5 hours to review the rest of the submissions for Scream Jam, which is way more important than something stupid like my life. Anyway, yeah, oof. This is not the fault of the creator, by the way. I'm sure this game runs fine if you have a reasonable computer. Like, this is totally my fault. Um, yeah. I thought this might happen at some point. I knew this day was coming. I was going through stuff, and I'm like, so far so good on all these games, like no problems. But I knew I'd get to a point, and I think there's another one coming up that's going to be probably pretty similar to this, where it's just like not acceptable, for me. Anyway, this is cool though. I like, if I don't get through it all, I don't get through it all. We're just gonna have to deal with that, and I'm gonna have to just apologize profusely to Matt here. That I just I don't have probably a good enough computer for an Unreal Engine game. But this looks cool, and what I've gathered from the story so far is, we crash landed on this moon, and then we've sort of stumbled upon this strange cathedral of, some kind of alien workings here. I can tell I can sort of tell that, some care was put into the lighting, and it's especially impressive to me. I don't know anything about making games, really. I just, I make Twine games, which it's kind of like put huge old quotation marks around the word game there. But, to put together a 3D environment with lighting, and there's, some ambient sound, and, I'm able to walk forward and all that at my own pace. I look, we crashed on the moon. We're not going anywhere. There's no reason to rush. I don't know what the problem is, guys. To put all that together in just a couple of days is really pretty impressive to me. I mean, maybe somebody's going to say it's not impressive, and they should probably just be like, promptly ignored. This is cool though. I'm going to try and hopefully get up so that I could maybe see something. I really don't want to just drop it, but this is probably much more painful to watch than it is to do. I think I name dropped it in an earlier video, but the beginner's guide, it was made by the guy that did the Stanley Parable. I believe that's what it's called, and it's, this sort of the setup of the story is that you're playing through these levels created by Coda was the name, a friend of the actual creator. It was kind of meta in that way. There's one point where you're walking up the stairs, and you start just going more and more slowly the further up the stairs you get. And there's a point where it's like, just press enter and we'll just skip through this. And I just imagine somebody being like, hey, welcome to my Let's Play. Today we're going to play Beginner's Guide. I'm going to walk up this set of stairs in real time. Enjoy it. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. That's what I feel like I'm doing anyway. So anyway, if you guys don't hear from me for a week, in a week, just realize that I've been taken by Sadako or Samara or whatever, and it's all over. I died as I lived, which is stuck in a... That sounds really depressing out loud. I died as I lived, stuck in a horror movie. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, so, okay. I'm just going to have to apologize that I just don't have the gear for this game, unfortunately. I'm sad because I'm really quite impressed by this whole thing. It just, I have a bad laptop, Well, no, it's a good laptop. I like my laptop, but um, it's not good for Unreal Engine games apparently. So, um, thanks for watching. um, I'm probably going. I'm still. This is. You know, even though I can't really play it, I'm gonna try to like kind of rate how I feel about it, just because I do think this is very cool. And this is, you know, I want to hand it to the creator for really pushing themselves to make it anyway, even though they didn't have the time, and obviously they ran into some issues with how it was. You know, their initial idea didn't really work out, and you know that's what it's all about. I've had a couple people just be like, "Oh, sorry, my game sucks," in response to my videos, and like I really want people to understand that like I don't think I just don't think of things like that. I don't think that things just suck. You know, it's it's all a process, and you know, like everything. I would say just about everything has a kernel of something to it that is that imaginative spark that can make it, and it's sometimes it's just you need a second set of eyes on something to tell you to tell you how it hasn't quite come into fruition, the idea that you had in your head. And in this case, here's a game that, you know, the creator ran into all kinds of problems, couldn't create the original idea that they had, and instead of giving up, instead of you know, just being like, well, I can't do Scream Jam, I guess, they went ahead and last minute, you know, the evening before, drafted a whole new concept to fit in so that they could have something to submit. And that's just straight up cool. And I want everyone who's, you know, working on games on Scream Jam to really have that same gumption, to just be like, you know what, didn't work, my plan didn't work, but I'm gonna have something, you know, I'm gonna put something out there. And in many ways, that's how I feel about playing it right now. I almost, like, while I'm giving this rousing speech, I feel like me giving up on playing the game is like calling me a hypocrite here. So we're gonna keep going, I guess. And you know, if you don't want to watch this video, that's your own prerogative. But you know what? Matt Reeves didn't give up, so I'm not gonna give up on Matt Reeves. Maybe I will though, actually. But it's just, I don't know. I just think that's really awesome, and I think that's deserving of some extra praise, really. I'm gonna try playing this. So I'm gonna cut the video here, but I'm gonna try playing this when I'm not uploading a video, when I'm not, you know, trying to render stuff at the same time. I'm not rendering anything, but you know, I'm trying to upload the video right now, and you know, so this is super cool. I didn't get a chance to experience the story. I might even, if I can't get it to run, I'm gonna ask Matt Reeves about the story. I'll find him on Twitter or something and ask him about it, because I'm really interested in it. This is cool. You're crash landed on a moon, and there's just this strange obelisk there. Like, that's such a good start. And it sounds like maybe it didn't turn out to be a horror game, but maybe it is still a mystery is still really cool. I wish